All right. So welcome to the Tuesday, May 12th, 2020 Planning and Zoning Commission meeting. I'll start with roll call. So I will call members, alternates, and staff name. If you could just indicate you're here or present. John Meyer.
I am present.
Roz Strick.
Here.
Sean Peterson.
Here.
Lindsay Jocelyn.
Here.
Karla Desjardins. So let the record show all 5 regular members of the commission are present. Jared Fournier. Jared Fournier.
Here.
Thank you. Kathy Mestamaker Harris. Here. Thank you. So we have 2 of the 3 alternates present. Staff, Ryan Bray.
Present.
Marianne Shinati. We lose Marianne. And Sonia Chapman.
Here.
Okay. So tonight, all members are present. So alternates, if you could stay on mute, you would not be seated for tonight's meeting. Public hearing, Z 2020-1728 of Sangermano Properties, LLC, requesting a special permit for renewal of excavation permit Z 2015-0654 on property located at 1221 Norwich Road, Plainfield, map 5, block 4, lot 42A, C1 zone district. I do have a note from staff that indicates the certified mailings did not go out, so this public hearing will be continued on June. So I will need a motion to continue the public hearing to June.
So
Make a
moved.
motion.
I have a motion by Roz, a second by Sean. All those in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Okay, public hearing continued to June. Item B, Z 2020-1733 of Gregory A. Blaze, requesting special permit for an accessory apartment on property located at 100 Shepherd Hill Road, Central Village, map 14, block 82, lot 53, RA60 zoning district. To speak for the applicant.
Hey, Greg's here, Karla.
Yes, I'm here.
All right, the floor is yours.
Could I just interject for a second? Kevin, could I have the host so I could share the documents on the screen?
Give me about 30 seconds and it's all yours.
All right.
You should see the host at this time.
Yep. Okay. All right, this isn't working the way I thought it would. Can you see that now?
Seeing you still, Ryan.
Right. Okay. Okay, I'm having some technical difficulties here.
Kevin might be on his way down. I just saw him leave his desk.
I'm gonna put that up on the screen.
Ryan, do you want to verbally describe the application while they get the accompanying documents ready?
Sure. Greg's house was built in 2007, and there was an accessory apartment plan attached to the building permit. So and one of the bedrooms was built, and he just wants to continue doing the in-law apartment. The accessory apartment. So basically, I said now, so like I said, this is a plan that was originally part of the original building permit, and it was middle of 2007. Just going to continue, like I said, the bedroom on the plan, and it's completed, was complete with the original structure, and the bathroom was framed. There's just a little bit of framing to do, and then put the kitchen in, and the septic was all approved for that size post with the accessory apartment. So that's basically it, pretty straightforward.
Thank you. This is a public hearing, so if there's anyone on the call, member of the public has a comment or question on this application, if you could please indicate your name and your question. Any comments or questions, board members? Comments or questions, staff?
Yes, I have reviewed this, and it does meet the 600 square foot requirement. Has one bedroom, so I see no issues with it. It meets the regulations.
Okay. If there are no other comments or questions with this application, I'll entertain a motion to close the public hearing.
Make a motion. Okay.
I have a motion by Sean.
Second.
I have a second by John. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay. Item C, 2020-1736, application was withdrawn. Moving on to the regular meeting, I'll call your meeting to order. We do have addition to the agenda. So per the memo supplied by Ryan, we have 3 items for new business. Item B, 2020-1772 of Ecos Energy. Item C, 2020-1770 of Planning and Zoning Commission. And item D, Z 2020-1776 of WE 137. So if the members would make a motion to add that to the agenda.
Make a motion to add those items to the agenda.
Motion by Sean, second by John. All those in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Okay, motion approved. Add to new business items B, C, and D. Citizen participation. This is the opportunity for anyone from the public to make a comment to the committee. So if there's anyone on the call that wishes to make a comment, you can do so now. Hearing none, moving on to item 8, unfinished old business. Z 2020-1728 of San Romano was continued until June. Item B, Z 2020-1733 of Gregory A. Blaze, requesting a permit and accessory apartment on property located at 100 Shepherd Road, Central Village, map 14, block 2, lot 53, R60 zoning district. And the members have item discussion on this application. Okay, hearing no discussion, I'll entertain a motion on the application.
I'll make a motion to approve.
We're on Ecos Energy, correct?
No,
Oh.
Brian Gregory,
I'm sorry.
No?
the accessory apartment.
All right, I'm sorry.
Make a motion to approve.
I have a motion by Sean, second by Lindsay. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Application approved. Item C, Z 2020-1736 was withdrawn. And now we are moving to new business. Item A, Z 2020-1764, Plainfield Renewable Energy LLC, requesting site plan review for construction of a 4,000 square foot warehouse, access driveway, and associated truck parking area on property located on Millbrook Road, Plainfield, map 10, block 17, lots 11, 11A, and 11B, zoning district. Do you have someone here for the applicant?
Position boundaries representing the applicant also with
Dave McKay, from our office. I don't know if Brian, does everybody have the plan, or can I share it, or is this
You can share it. I just made you the host, and you'll be able to share.
okay? Hopefully, this is gonna work. Okay. But can everybody see that?
Not yet.
So the property is located on the south side of the road. This was only a single piece of property that was approved back in 2006 for nearly 50,000 square feet of building with parking and it's a infrastructure improvements. Was subsequently subdivided into 3 lots and has existed as 3 lots for the last 10 years or so. The applicant to merge 3 lots back together is a school, which will 6.53 acres that on the site plan. Proposed to construct a 4,000 square foot storage warehouse building in the north corner of the property adjacent to Millbrook Road. That is for storage. There is no heating system in it. There is no service to it. There's no sanitary warehouse building to be utilized for their existing facility on the street. We're proposing construct that's paved up to the building that would be paved apron that extends into the property and on that a track down gravel surface, a loop and parking for 6 trucks south of the access drive. We have also proposed a chain link fence that will wrap the property in its entirety. It's 25 feet from the property. The gate at the entrance. A row of fruit trees along the residential properties. This which residential stormwater will be mitigated by infiltration swale to the southwest of the proposed parking area. It begins in this area. The cursor with it.
Yep.
So it begins in this area. Stormwater is directed through a swale into a shallow infiltration trench. Infiltration swale located in this area. That base is 18 inches deep and will mitigate stormwater site. Stormwater collections were provided with the application, and those have been reviewed by the town consultant engineer. I'll jump back to that in a moment. I'm going to jump to the second sheet. Hopefully you can all see that.
Yep.
In addition to correcting on the residential support property, we will propose some landscaping adjacent to the driveway on both sides, as well as some ornamental trees along the front of the property. The rest of the area between the street and the building and park area will be loamed and seeded with grass. Going back to the first sheet, I'm going to talk briefly about stormwater again. As I had said earlier, this project was originally approved for about 50,000 square feet of building back in 2006. We had conducted a series of 10 test hole property to confirm the soil types and design the drainage system in accordance with that information, as well as the NCRS soils data for this, which identifies this as a Class A soil. It's Hinkley soils. We also, in this firm, designed the site to the east, the Black Hill property, again with infiltration. And the reason I go to that is not necessarily to concentrate on the infiltration. There's one outstanding comment from the town engineer regarding some additional soil testing for the infiltration swale. We have designed the infiltration rate at a very conservative rate of 2.4 inches per hour. The Hinkley soils, the effective infiltration rate can be as high as 14 inches per hour. And the consulting engineer has requested some specific on-site testing for infiltration to confirm that rate. We know that the rate will come in at least as not better than the 2.4 rate that we used, which is actually about 20% of what we could expect. I'm sorry, it's 20% of what the anticipated emission rate would be. The only reason I mention that again is because that is the one outstanding comment from the town engineer. And if the commission were comfortable with the rest of this application, we would ask that you consider that that testing as a condition rather than extending the next month. We'll probably doing the testing, and we'll certainly confirm that, and you're certainly entitled to that information. And the town engineer is certainly, within reason to request it. Based on our experience in the area, we're completely comfortable with design as it is, but again, we're fine with doing additional testing in advance of the next meeting or as a condition of an action by the committee. Other than that, it's a pretty simple site plan. Again, 6.5 acres, we're only proposing a 4,000 square foot building. It is in the I2 zone district, and there's zoning compliance table shown on sheet number 1, which demonstrates the zoning compliance. Sheet number 2 is the landscape plan, which includes the landscape detail, plantings details, and sheet number 3 contains 10 test results, project narrative, construction sequence, operation and maintenance of the erosion controls, and applicable construction details for the project, including sediment fence. The trenching details are fencing details, and the seeding and stormwater details. Other than that, like I said, it's fairly straightforward and simple. I'd be happy to answer any questions that commission members.
Okay. Any comments or questions from board members?
I have one. What's the depth of groundwater beneath your detention basin?
Those test hole results are found on sheet number 3 in the upper left corner. I'm going to zoom in. Hopefully you can see that. We conducted test holes down to 144 inches deep and found no groundwater, no lead, or no evidence of modeling. And remember, our infiltration swale is only 18 inches deep. So we have encountered no groundwater and feet down. As you can remember, I'm sure we recently conducted the prepared the site across the street. We had
Thank you.
Any comments, questions from staff?
I had 2 comments that have both been addressed. They have modified the landscaping plan and the screening for the adjacent residential properties. There's also a decent amount of natural vegetation on the property that has grown up over the past decade or so. And that is going to remain behind the spruce trees that are to be planted. So I think that should be sufficient to screen the neighbors.
Okay, thank you. Any other comments or questions from board members? Okay, hearing none, I'll entertain a motion on the application.
I'll make a motion to approve.
Second.
I have a motion to approve from John. I have a second from Roz. I believe that was Roz.
That was me.
All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Okay, application is approved.
So can we hold up for just a second? John, could you go into the sidebar where the names are and hand the host back over to me?
I'm going to try. Dave, a little help?
All right, if you go up into the top right of your picture screen, I believe,
Yeah.
you should be able to hover over a couple of dots. It'll show up and it'll say more.
I see those.
So go into more. And what does it do then?
It doesn't give me an option to hand it off. If I leave the call, will that?
It should default back to either Kevin or Ryan.
Oh, go over to my picture. And does it light up with 3 bars on it? With 3 dots on it? Okay, click into that.
Oh, okay, I see the host.
Okay.
Okay,
Thank you.
it's gonna be the host. I believe.
Now the host.
I
All
believe.
right,
Okay, we
Moving
are
on
still
to-
screen.
moving on to item B, the 2020 1772 of Ecos Energy LLC requesting a map amendment of lot 173631 and lot 173614 from RA 60 to Industrial 1. This requires a public hearing.
I'll make a motion to schedule a public hearing at the next month's meeting.
All right, I have a motion from Sean to schedule next month's meeting. I have a second by John. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Public hearing for June. C, Z 2020-1770, Planning and Zoning Commission proposing a text amendment for temporary outdoor seating and outdoor operation related to COVID-19 issues, an addition of a new section, supplementary regulations, and renumbering of some sections to accommodate these. And there was a staff report requesting a special meeting for this public hearing. Does staff want to discuss?
Yes, give me 1 second here.
And Ryan did mail out the draft language as well.
Okay, so basically what we're trying to do here is allow for pretty much any business that the governor allows to open up with outside use, outdoor uses, to apply for a zoning permit to be able to conduct those uses. And obviously I will be reviewing the permit to make sure that it's in a safe type of environment for the people that are going to be there. And also that it's not going to cause a whole lot of disturbance to the area, so I'd have to review the application. But basically, it'd be a standard zoning permit. This would be a temporary permit for outdoor seating for as long as the COVID-19 issues continue, or until the governor orders them to cease. Then the permit would expire. So we will have a full hearing on this next month.
So is there an
sorry.
urgency? Is there an urgency
Yes, there
to have
is.
this prior to our next meeting in June?
There is. I would like to have this up and ready to go for June 1st. So if we could possibly schedule a special meeting for the 26th of this month, specifically to have the public hearing and possibly act on the text amendment.
This would be the only agenda item for that special meeting because of the urgency
Yes.
of the timing.
Correct.
Members?
Would there be a fee this permit?
Typically, yes, we would charge a $85 fee, the same as any other zoning permit. The commission could waive our fee at $25 if they so choose. However, we would still have to pay the $60 state fee because it's a land use application.
And you have to go inspect everyone, right, Ryan? So it's not just give them a permit and go. You actually have to look at the site, make sure it meets any safety requirements.
Yes, they would have to propose a site plan.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd review the site plan, possibly look at the site if I couldn't tell from the aerial photo.
So this isn't a quick fix for these people. It's going to drag out for a little while.
Well, if we get this in place for the 1st of June, then I could start signing permits on the 1st of June.
Is it supposed to open up in April? I mean, May? Is the governor supposed to open this up in May?
May 20th is allowing for it to open May. However, it's up to the towns to approve things. Any business that already has outdoor uses can start those uses. So we have a few restaurants that have outdoor patios already in place, and they can start using them in accordance with the governor's requirements for spacing.
This would only apply to restaurants that do not already have outdoor seating, or if they want to expand their outdoor seating.
Yes, but the way it's designed, it's not just for restaurants. If the governor expands it to retail as well. And
It's like sidewalk sale type.
Yes.
And it would not come before the commission. It would be you as the enforcement officer would review the site and issue the permit.
Correct. Otherwise, it could take an additional.
Exactly. Any other comments or questions from board members on this one? So,
The 26th is the soonest we can get me to do this.
Well, we have to publish the paper twice, so 2 weeks is about the early to do it.
I'll
so
try.
did everyone,
Yeah. It's an option.
all right, so looking at Tuesday, 26th, 7:00 p.m. special meeting. And if that sounds good to the members, I'll entertain a motion on that.
Make a motion to schedule a hearing for Tuesday, May 26th to discuss and act on the zoning change.
Second.
Motion by John,
It's not a zoning change, it's an amendment.
text amendment.
Excellent.
All right, so a motion by Sean, a second by Roz. All those in favor? Aye. Opposed? Okay, so that will be special meeting, May 26th. Item D, Z 2020-1776 of WE 137 requesting a two-lot re-subdivision of 137 Lathrop Road, which is the dog track property. It does require a public hearing. So I will entertain a motion on the public hearing.
Make a motion to schedule the public hearing next month. Yeah.
I'll second it.
A motion from Sean and a second from John. All those in aye.
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 Any opposed? No public hearing. Just like regularly scheduled meeting. Review and act on the minutes from the March 10th. Did anyone have any adjustments or changes meetings?
I do.
Okay, go ahead.
On D 20-1713, down as that 8, that was no vote.
You want it to read, Ross?
It says it was an abstention or abstained, and it was a no vote. It was 4.
All right.
Okay.
Tanya?
Yes, instead of abstained, it's no vote.
Okay. Anyone else have any modifications or changes to minutes? Okay, I'll enter a motion with the adjustment as proposed.
Move.
I have a motion from Roz. A second by Sean. In favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Okay, minutes are accepted. Item 11, correspondence.
Yes, we do have some correspondence, but I did not enter it into the computer. I forgot.
Okay.
We do have. We have one from the state of Connecticut about Cellco partnership, doing business as Verizon Wireless. Notice of intent to modify existing telecommunications facility on the town property where the town garage is, 47 to 51 Unity Street. They're just swapping out antennas and things of that nature. We have another one from the state of Connecticut for Brevity Energy LLC, petition for declaratory ruling pursuant to Connecticut General Statutes for the proposed construction, maintenance, and operation of a 12.25 megawatt AC solar photovoltaic electric generating facility on 74.9 acres located at 424 Snake Meadow Road, Plainfield, and also Zero Valley Road in Sterling. So that's just notifying us that there is going to be a petition for declaratory ruling on April 17, 2020, which I don't know if that occurred or not. So
It did occur.
it did occur?
Yes.
All right. We have another one from the state. Two energy industry representatives from Melanie Bachman, who's the executive director of Connecticut Siting Council, solar electric generating facilities, and this is for, this is the same thing. So it's just on the notification. Petition number from the state again, petition number 1397, Constitution Solar. This is for a 20 megawatt solar photovoltaic, yeah, I'm just gonna skip that. Anyway, solar facility off of Cornell Road in Plainfield, and this will be along the river. So they're just going to be handing in a petition. There's nothing scheduled for it yet.
So did we get notification of those prior to the hearings, Ryan?
Yes, they've been sitting in here.
Okay.
And we got a letter from the Connecticut Federation of Planning and Zoning Agencies, just saying that the annual conference is canceled. That's it.
Okay. So Ryan, just to review, so there's actually 2 solar projects, one on Cornell Road, and where's the other one?
The other one is Snake Meadow Road, Snake Meadow Road across from Alaris Hill.
And that one is at the public hearing stage?
Yes.
Okay. And because the solar projects are larger than 1 megawatt, they're in the siting council's hands, right?
Correct.
Okay. Did they do any review of the town's plan of conservation and development, or is that completely just not relevant to siting council?
I don't believe they do a review of it.
And they don't ask town for input at all?
No, basically the town has about the same rights as any individual.
Mm-hmm.
Submit testimony to the state.
Okay. And that's all for correspondence?
That's it.
Okay. Item 12, other, and actually, Sonia, just make a note that the numbering on the agenda needs to be corrected.
Oh, again.
Sorry. So it should actually be item 10, other. So anything under other.
Nope, nothing that I have.
All right. A report from zoning enforcement.
I do not have that ready for this month.
Okay. So look forward to it in June.
Yes.
A report from planning and zoning department.
The last time,
The report that I submitted.
Okay. All right, and that brings us to the final item.
I like one.
What's that?
When was the last time we got a zoning enforcement?
Leave the last meeting.
We had one in, hold on. We had one at the March meeting, and then the April meeting was canceled.
Okay.
All right. If there is nothing else, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn. I have a motion from John.
Second.
Second by Roz. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? All right, meeting is adjourned. Thank you, everybody. We'll go for real in June.
That would be-
Actually, so I'm assuming Zoom will probably be a Zoom for May 26th.
I would assume so, and probably for June too, but we'll see.
Okay, hope to see you all.
Okay,
Bye.
bye.
Good evening.
You too.